years.
Mr. Diddy, aka Mr. Love. Now, Dr.
No,
Love,
Sean Carter.
Jay.
After they are done with Diddy, Jay-Z is up next to be exposed.
The entertainment world is buzzing with a revelation so shocking it feels like something out of a blockbuster thriller. Could one of Hollywood's most beloved and influential figures, Oprah Winfrey, be implicated in one of the most explosive scandals to ever hit the industry? This is the question swirling around after rumors emerge that Oprah, a name synonymous with philanthropy, empowerment, and a billion-dollar media empire, might be connected to a high-profile lawsuit involving two of hip-hop's biggest stars, Jay-Z and Sean Diddy Combs. If the latest theory proves true,
Allegedly has done things and allegedly participated in a lot of things that the public would not be happy to.
let's rewind and set the stage. The lawsuit causing shockwaves was filed earlier this year, accusing Jay-Z and Diddy of horrific actions stemming from an incident in 2000. The allegations describe a harrowing night at an after-party following the MTV Music Video Awards in New York City, where a young individual claims to have suffered unimaginable abuse at the hands of the two music moguls. What makes this case even more shocking is the mention of an unnamed female celebrity who allegedly witnessed the entire ordeal. This mysterious figure, referred to only as Celebrity B, has sparked.
And we do have some breaking news that we want to bring to you. It was being reported by TMZ and now Fox News. We are learning that Jay-Z is accused of being a 13-year-old girl. That is new in the Diddy lawsuit.
Now, before you gasp in disbelief, let's break down why this theory has gained so much traction. Oprah's connection to both Jay-Z and Diddy is far from distant. Over the years, she's forged both public and private ties with these two entertainment moguls, attending industry events, supporting mutual projects, and even praising their contributions to the entertainment world. Though Oprah is often seen as a guiding light in Hollywood, her relationships with powerful figures, here's where things get murky. According to the lawsuit, Celebrity B was reportedly present during the alleged incident, though her role remains unclear. Some rumors suggest she may have been complicit, while others wonder if she was merely a bystander who chose silence over action. Regardless, the lack of transparency surrounding this figure has fueled the rumor mill. Amateur sleuths and conspiracy theorists have been scouring old photographs, event guest lists, and even social media posts from the early 2000s. That's when a few key details began sparking speculation, and Oprah's name started to rise.
Rap mogul Jay-Z is denying allegations he assaulted a 13-year-old girl alongside rapper Sean Diddy Combs. That civil lawsuit filed against Combs in October was amended Sunday to include Jay-Z. The accuser, identified only as Jane Doe, says she was assaulted by both.
It turns out Oprah was in New York City during the 2000 MTV Music Video Awards. While she wasn't directly associated with the event, she was reportedly involved in several high-profile meetings and gatherings in the city that same week. Is it a coincidence? Maybe. But for those eager to connect the dots, it's enough to raise eyebrows. Adding more fuel to the fire is Oprah's long history of mingling with some of Hollywood's most controversial figures. While her public persona is one of integrity and compassion, critics have pointed out that she has often aligned herself with individuals who later faced serious allegations. This isn't the first time Oprah's name has been tied to rumors about turning a blind eye to questionable behavior. For some, her potential involvement in this case seems like the logical next chapter in a pattern they've been tracking for years.
If that's part of the indictment, that's someone like a blackmail. He was blackmailing people to be in the freak-offs. So that's federal. That could be that's a federal charge. He can't blackmail people to say, yo, listen here, you did it once and you're gonna do it again. That ain't gonna make it with the government, no.
But let's pause and consider the stakes here. If Oprah is indeed Celebrity B, this revelation would be nothing short of earth-shattering. Her entire brand is built on trust, authenticity, and moral authority. Over decades, she's cultivated an image of a woman who stands for justice and empowers others to use their voices. The idea that she might have been present during such a horrific event and potentially done nothing would be a betrayal of everything she stood for in the public eye. This is the kind of scandal that doesn't just tarnish a reputation, it obliterates it. Of course, it's important to note that there is no concrete evidence linking Oprah to this case. As of now, her name hasn't been officially mentioned in any legal documents, and she hasn't issued a statement addressing the rumors. However, the mere suggestion of her involvement has sparked a flurry of debate online, with fans and detractors alike weighing in on whether this could possibly be true. For some, the very idea seems absurd, a baseless smear against a woman who has done so much good in the world. But for others, it's a reminder that power and influence often come with secrets, and that no one is above.
We have always said it's not just about me, never just made it about just the loudest one.
What makes the situation even more tantalizing is the timing. Oprah has faced her share of controversies in recent years, including allegations of complicity in other scandals involving high-profile figures. Her past association with Harvey Weinstein has often been criticized, with many questioning how much she knew about his behavior before it became public. While Oprah has publicly condemned Weinstein and supported his accusers, skeptics argue that her...
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't have anything against Oprah.
You just called her
I'm gonna tell you why.
You named your dog Oprah, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
While the focus has largely been on the two hip-hop moguls, the mystery of Celebrity B adds a new layer of intrigue to the case. If Oprah is indeed the unnamed figure, her involvement, however tangential, could shift the narrative in ways no one could have anticipated. It's one thing for two music icons to face accusations, but it's entirely different for one of the most trusted figures in media to be implicated, even indirectly.
Blistering statement. Jay-Z accuses Jane Doe's attorney of trying to blackmail him. He said further, quote, "These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree?"
While the focus has largely been on the two hip-hop moguls, the mystery of Celebrity B adds a new layer of intrigue to the case. If Oprah is indeed the unnamed figure, her involvement, however tangential, could shift the narrative in ways no one could have anticipated. It's one thing for two music icons to face accusations, but it's entirely different for one of the most trusted figures in media to be implicated, even indirectly. So where does this leave us for now? The answer is murky. The lawsuit is still in its early stages, and much of the information remains sealed or undisclosed. But as the legal proceedings unfold, you can bet that the hunt for Celebrity B will only intensify. Whether it's Oprah or someone else entirely, the truth is bound to come out eventually. When it does, it could reshape the way we view some of Hollywood's most powerful players.
With just the statement from Jay-Z, which is so forceful in its denial. I just read a teeny part of it, it's long, where he says that they should file a criminal complaint. Is that even possible?
In the meantime, speculation continues, with every new detail adding another twist to an already convoluted story. Could this be the beginning of the end for Oprah's untouchable legacy? Or is it just a case of mistaken identity, fueled by overzealous fans and a media landscape hungry for scandal? One thing's for sure, this story is far from over, and the ripples it's creating are bound to grow into waves. The twists just keep coming, don't they? By now, the idea of Oprah Winfrey being entangled in this controversy might sound completely surreal to some. But for others, it's a puzzle piece that fits snugly into a bigger, darker picture of Hollywood's hidden world. And yet, while speculation about her possible role as Celebrity B continues to dominate discussions, it's important to take a step back and examine the broader context of her relationships with Diddy, Jay-Z, and the entertainment industry as a whole. Oprah's public persona and her behind-the-scenes connections have often painted two very different pictures, a contrast that's becoming harder to ignore as new layers of this unfolding drama come to light.
He, of course, is more than annoyed, would be an understatement.
Yeah.
He has a family and he has a lot to protect, including his brand. But to the extent that he's saying, hey, come after me criminally, that could be likely. Why do I say that? Because New York, and what's alleged in this complaint is forcible compulsion. What that means in English is that it's saying that he held her down, raped her.
Let's start with Diddy, who has been at the center of a firestorm for months. His legal troubles have escalated dramatically, with allegations painting a picture of an empire built on manipulation and control. It's no secret that Diddy has long been one of the most powerful figures in the music industry. But with that power has come a growing list of accusations that threaten to dismantle his legacy. While his legal team has been quick to dismiss these claims as baseless and opportunistic, insiders suggest that the walls are closing in on him. Federal prosecutors have already charged him with conspiracy and other serious offenses, and his repeated attempts to secure bail have been denied. This paints a bleak picture for someone once celebrated as a trailblazer in hip-hop and business.
So yesterday, Monday, Diddy celebrated his 55th birthday, but this year was a lot different. It was no Diddy parties. It was none of that. None of that stuff. Well, happily so, I guess, right now. But anyway, so this is his first birthday behind bars.
What's particularly intriguing is how Diddy's downfall seems to be pulling others into its orbit. Jay-Z, for instance, has spent years cultivating an image of success and respectability, transitioning from music to business with a level of finesse that few in the industry can rival. Yet even he hasn't escaped the shadow of this lawsuit. His fiery denial of the allegations has done little to quell public curiosity. In his statement, he called the claims stupid and accused the accuser's lawyer of trying to extort him. While this shows how seriously he's taking the accusations, his combative tone has only fueled speculation about what really happened that night in 2000.
The allegation is that Mr. Combs did the same thing. And so if those facts are actually accurate, it would require an investigation by prosecutors. And if true, right, you could...
Now, let's bring Oprah back into the picture. While her involvement in this case remains unconfirmed, it's hard to ignore how her name continues to surface in conversations about Hollywood's darker side. Over the years, Oprah has faced criticism for her associations with controversial figures like Harvey Weinstein and Jeffrey Epstein. Her past connection to Weinstein, in particular, has been a sore spot for critics, who argue that she turned a blind eye to his behavior for years. While Oprah has publicly condemned Weinstein's actions and expressed support for his accusers, skeptics point out that her initial silence speaks volumes. This pattern, some argue, is repeating itself now, as rumors swirl about her potential role in the Jay-Z and Diddy lawsuit.
Wait a minute, say that again. Say that again, back up. You're saying that there's tapes and they're being shopped?
Yes, there have been people already shopping.
We've heard about the tapes, but
yes.
The shopping thing is...
Yes, there already have been tapes leaking around Hollywood, being shopped around to individuals in Hollywood. But one particular person contacted me to shop a particular video they were in possession.
One thing worth noting is Oprah's carefully constructed public image. For decades, she has been seen as a champion of justice, a voice for the voiceless, and a beacon of hope. Her talk show, which ran for 25 years, was a platform for meaningful conversations on personal growth and social issues. Yet, behind the scenes, her relationships with powerful men in the entertainment industry have often raised eyebrows. Whether it's her ties to Weinstein, her promotion of controversial figures like John of God, or her alleged involvement in the fallout from the Precious Awards campaign, there's a growing sense that Oprah's public persona doesn't tell the whole story.
Take, for example, her connection to John of God, a self-proclaimed healer later convicted of horrific offenses. While Oprah eventually expressed sympathy for his victims, critics argue that her initial support helped legitimize his practice, raising questions about her judgment in aligning with powerful men.
Popcorn Planet's The Interview, the series where we get in depth with amazing people, and I'm so honored to have this special guest with us here. Precious Muir, welcome to the show. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you, my love?
I'm great. I'm so happy to have you here. I'm making sure I center you a little bit more. There we go. So honored to have you here. You have some stories to tell. You've survived the wipe.
What's even more unsettling is how John of God's downfall wasn't an isolated incident in Oprah's career of endorsements. Critics have pointed out other moments where her powerful platform gave credibility to individuals whose actions later came under scrutiny. One such example is Dr. Mehmet Oz, a figure Oprah famously championed and helped launch into stardom. While Dr. Oz became a household name, his medical advice has often been criticized as pseudoscience, with multiple studies and experts calling his recommendations misleading or even dangerous. Although Oprah has never directly addressed the controversy surrounding Dr. Oz, her association with him has been a point of contention for those who believe she bears some responsibility for his rise to fame. This pattern of backing influential but polarizing figures has led some to question whether Oprah's judgment might be clouded by her pursuit of compelling narratives over verifiable facts. Then, there's the case of Tony Robbins, the self-help guru whose seminars Oprah promoted through her network and personal appearances. Known for his fiery motivational speeches, Robbins has faced allegations of misconduct in recent years, with former staff members and attendees accusing him of fostering a toxic environment. While Robbins has denied these claims, the accusations have cast a shadow over his career, and by extension Oprah's endorsement of his work. For someone who has built her brand on empowering others, especially women, these connections feel increasingly at odds with the image Oprah has worked so hard to maintain. Could it be that Oprah's desire to align with influential figures has inadvertently exposed her to the darker side of power? These examples, while unrelated to the current lawsuit, illustrate a recurring theme in Oprah's career: her proximity to individuals whose actions have sparked public outrage. While she has often distanced herself from these controversies after the fact, critics argue that the damage is already done by the time she responds. This begs the question, is Oprah simply unlucky in her associations, or is there a deeper issue at play? With her name now being whispered in connection to the Jay-Z and Diddy case, her past associations are being scrutinized more than ever, adding another layer of intrigue to an already complex situation.
Everyone keeps saying to me, like, how did you keep, why did you keep going? Why were you there? I'm like, it literally is around me. If I don't stay at home, this is the atmosphere I'm in. Like, I have no choice.
Then there's the Precious controversy, which has haunted Oprah's career for over a decade. The film, which she co-produced with Tyler Perry, was a critical and commercial success, earning multiple Academy Award nominations and widespread acclaim. However, behind the scenes, tensions between Oprah, Perry, and actress Mo'Nique boiled over into a public feud that remains unresolved. Mo'Nique has accused Oprah and Perry of sabotaging her career after she refused to participate in the film's awards campaign, claiming they labeled her difficult and effectively blacklisted her from the industry. While Perry has reportedly expressed regret over how he handled the situation, Oprah has remained largely silent, leaving many to wonder whether she bears any responsibility for the fallout.
I would say, Oprah Winfrey, you know what you need to do, and stop hiding behind what you call was negative comment.
What makes these controversies so significant in the context of the current lawsuit is the pattern they suggest. Time and again, Oprah has been criticized for her associations with powerful men and her perceived complicity in their actions. Whether it's Weinstein, John of God, or Tyler Perry, these relationships have cast a shadow over her otherwise stellar reputation. Now, with rumors linking her to the Jay-Z and Diddy case, that shadow seems to be growing larger. Of course, it's important to remember that these are just rumors. There is no concrete evidence to suggest that Oprah is Celebrity B or that she played any role in the events described in the lawsuit. But the mere mention of her name in this context speaks to the complexities of her public image. For someone who has built her career on trust and authenticity, the possibility of her involvement in such a scandal raises serious questions. Even yet, someone saying Oprah would never do such a thing considers the possibility of her involvement. In the light of this context,
I'm just tired of working so hard, being gracious at what I do.
So where do things go from here? For Diddy, the future looks increasingly uncertain, with his trial set to begin next year and prosecutors reportedly considering additional charges. It's clear that his legal troubles are far from over. Jay-Z, meanwhile, seems determined to clear his name, but the intensity of his response has only added fuel to the fire. As for Oprah, the speculation surrounding her role in this case is unlikely to fade anytime soon. Whether she chooses to address the rumors or remain silent, her reputation will undoubtedly be tested in the weeks and months ahead.
Getting paid a fraction of the cost. I'm tired of hearing my sisters say the same thing over and over.
What's clear is that this lawsuit has the potential to be a turning point for all three figures. For Diddy and Jay-Z, it's a chance to either clear their names or face the consequences of their actions. For Oprah, it's an opportunity to confront the complexities of her public image and address the criticisms that have followed her for years. And for the entertainment industry as a whole, it's yet another reminder of the power dynamics and hidden truths that continue to shape Hollywood's culture. As this story continues to unfold, one thing is certain: the ripple effects will be felt far and wide. Whether it's the potential exposure of Celebrity B, the outcome of Diddy's trial, or the broader implications for the entertainment industry, this case is poised to become one of the most significant scandals of the decade. As the question remains, who will come out on top? And who will be left to pick up the pieces? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.